Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high.
Hello everyone, my name is Shannexa Louise and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You may be thinking that my image is a bit clearer. That's because I've got a Canon 60D and I saved up my money and now I've got it. And this is going to be a very controversial video, even though it really shouldn't, because someone like me should be talking about it because this matter is very important and it has been important since like the beginning of time. But basically I'm going to be having my say on the Black Lives Matter. Now this say is not going to be anything racist because I am not a racist person. I hate when people bully people for the way they look. So yeah, let's start the video. Now I didn't really know whether I should make this, but I didn't really want to stay silent anymore because like people say, silence is kind of violence. Because if you stay silent about something, it doesn't really seem like you actually care about the subject. I don't really want to protest at the moment because I'm afraid of getting the coronavirus, which I know that everyone is, but I know that people out there are actually protesting because they feel like this matter is more important than getting a virus. Because it's happened for so long and people have been fighting for so long for the right to actually have human rights. However, I will be making key rings and the profits will be going to the Black Lives Matter movement. So if you want to get a key ring, then I'll put it down in the description when this video comes out, because hopefully I would have made and produced the key rings by then. I feel like before the George Floyd incident I wasn't as informed about the black community and how they were still getting really badly discriminated for the way they look. However, that incident really did open my eyes to the fact that things still happen today and that racism is still as prominent as it was in the 60s when it comes to some people. I know that a lot of people have changed and they've changed their views since then, but other people are kind of still back in the 60s. However, I did know some of it before because of movies like Hidden Figures, which was based in the 60s, and also other films and other TV shows I have seen about racism and the fact that it does still happen. One of the TV shows is Degrassi, and it's less about black racism but it's more about racism towards Muslims. And basically there's this person in Degrassi that kind of has her hijab pulled off of her. I think that's what she had on her. I don't know. But she was basically in the middle street, she got it pulled off her, and I feel like that was very wrong. But they kind of do it to inform you how wrong it is. One thing that really stood out to me about the whole racism is still a thing is that in my school, I'm not going to say the school and I'm not going to say the people's names because I don't know if there's going to be people watching this that doesn't really know what happened and are going to attack the people. But basically in my school, in about year 9, year 10, I was stood outside Spanish class waiting to go in, and there was a fight that started happening, and there was a black guy and a white guy fighting each other. Now I didn't know how it actually began before the fight, but after the fight there was people talking, and basically the white guy called the black person the N-word, which no one should ever say unless you're black, because it was kind of a word to use to kind of dehumanize black people, which to me, people of colour and that are totally equal to us, because under our skins we still have the same blooming skeleton. And the one thing that I really didn't like that the school actually did was, because the black guy was fighting the white guy and there was blood, because the white guy was really pulling out all these racial slurs, all of saying the N-word a bunch of time, calling him a monkey and stuff because he was a person of colour. But the black guy actually got kicked out of school and the white guy had stayed in school for the next 2 years. which I didn't really like because I feel like it was very discriminating of the school to kick the black guy out just because he got really badly bullied and he decided to just, you know, defend himself. However, I do feel like our generation has opened up to people of colour, people that people back then would have considered different, like people in the LGBTQ plus community, black people, Asian people, people of different religions. Because to me, I grew up watching Disney Channel and like Nickelodeon, and there was a lot of different people in those TV shows. There was black people, there was Asian people, there was disabled people, there was so many different people. There wasn't really as many gay people, but there are now. There's people like Andy Mack, the person, Jonah, I think his name is, he came out. And there was like Andre, he's not gay, but he was a person of colour. So to me, it didn't, and I had also in school, my primary school and secondary school, I had a lot of a mix of ethnicities and backgrounds and stuff, so I feel like I didn't really judge someone by their skin colour, because you shouldn't. I mainly judge people on their personalities. If someone has a really bad personality, then I won't want to be friends with them no matter what they look like. Because to me, someone with a bad personality is worse than someone that you know, someone that's black. Someone that's black could be really, really nice, because I have a lot of people that are watching YouTube now because of a YouTube group kind of thing that I'm in on Facebook. And they are so nice, they are so nice. But the thing is, to me, you shouldn't judge someone by the way they look. Throughout secondary school, I was, during the Black Pride Month, is it Black Pride Month or Black Pride Week? I was taught about black history, so I was shown Hidden Figures, I was shown some other movies, I can't really remember. I also got taught about Nelson Mandela, Rosa Parks. There was also Martin Luther King. But I will continue to educate myself on what actually happens now when it comes to people of colour, and I will continue to try and educate others towards the matter as well, because I feel like people normally say that all lives matter, but to me all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. People can shout to the rooftop that all lives matter, but some of those people probably are discriminated toward black people, Asian people, probably gay people, probably some people that they don't like, and it's like you can't be for all lives if you don't like one of them. Also, some of the people actually, like I've seen this metaphor that's gone around, which is very true, the fact that if there's a building on fire, if there's one building on fire and the rest of the people in the neighbourhood are okay, are you going to put out all of the houses? You wouldn't, because there's only one on fire. So it's kind of like dealing with the damaged people first, because to me, I'm a white straight girl, and I feel like I have a lot of privilege, so with me talking about this matter, maybe it will show other people like me that aren't as open to actually talk about the matter and actually take in that people of colour are just humans, we're all humans. And one thing that I'm really, really upset about is the fact that if this continues and if racism continues, I know I'm only 20, I'm only nearly 20, but I do not want my future kids to grow up in a neighbourhood that they feel like their friends that are people of colour might lose their lives just because of the colour of their skin. There's been nights that I've actually cried and cried and cried, and I've just said to my boyfriend Nathan that I don't see why people are getting killed for the colour of their skin. People are getting killed for people that they love. I just don't get it, because in my head we're all the same people. I mean, just because you love someone, just because your skin's a teeny bit different to mine, it doesn't mean that someone has to bully you for it. And I do feel like there are a lot of ignorant people when it comes to this subject, like the people that are saying all lives matter, and the people that are saying that all of the protesters are bad. Not all of them, only the people that... The thing is, with media, I do creative media at school, with media, they will show you the most dramatic thing of an event. They won't show you what happens to the other ones, like the people you see on TikTok, the people you see on YouTube and Facebook, some of the ones that are actually protesting, and some of the people that are actually looting are probably that angry that they can't actually control their anger. And I know that's not really an excuse to break the law, but I feel like that I saw that video of George, and I felt so upset the fact that he actually told the policeman that he could not breathe. Now, if that was a white man, I feel like that policeman would have got off of him, but because it was a black man and they actually knew each other, that he would be, you know, they knew each other, so I feel like he would have gotten off of him. But there must have been an ounce of hatred, or an ounce of hatred for his skin colour, to have him actually take his life. The last thing I do want to say is make sure you speak out, and also I'm going to be linking some petitions and also some donation things down below, and I'm also going to, hopefully when I get more of a following, go onto Instagram and actually do the donation live stream where everyone that gives me money, it'll go to the donation. That would be Black Lives Matter. Now, I hope you liked my video. I know it's very different to my other videos, but I felt like I had to speak up about this because a lot of YouTubers and a lot of TikTokers aren't actually using their privilege to actually talk about this. So I feel like, I know I'm not huge, I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but I feel like it's just something I have to talk about. So also I do want to talk about it because it's been on my mind ever since it happened. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below what you think, or if you're a person of colour, comment down below some of the experiences that you've actually dealt with because of the colour of your skin. Okay, bye.